Is your astrological update for the Pluto retrograde. Okay, so the Pluto retrograde. So, of course, I have to bring up, I have my planetary guide here. First, I have to bring up that we are currently still until the 14th. Well, we only have a few more days, but then we still have to deal with the post shadow energy of Mercury retrograde. So we give that 10 to 15 days um, to kind of leave our system and get out of our lives. So um, I stretch that at the worst case scenario that we should be completely free of that energy by no later than June 1st, or hopefully by the 29th at least, okay, which is Memorial Day weekend. So that being said, during this Mercury retrograde, we have also had Pluto back on May 1st start its retrograde. So that is going to be taking place until October 11th. All right. That being said, during that time period between now and October 11th, we also have Saturn going into retrograde on June 17th. We have Venus going into retrograde on July 22nd. We have Uranus going into retrograde on August 28th. And we have Jupiter going into retrograde on September 4th. And then we have another Mercury retrograde that's going to be starting up in on August 23rd. So basically, we're only going to be free of Mercury retrograde for about a month and a half. Yeah, because it's ending the 14th. So June 14th would be 1 month. July 14th would be 2 months. So about 2 months, 2.5 months, we'll be free of Mercury retrograde. Then we're going to be right back up in there with the pre-shadow period of the fall Mercury retrograde beginning on August 4th. So I hope you are all able to follow that. As we go through the next few months, of course, I'll be checking back in with you again on around the third week in June so that we can discuss the Saturn retrograde, and then again the third week in July so we can discuss the Venus retrograde, the Mercury retrograde third week in August, and the Jupiter retrograde the first week in September. So there's a lot going on this fall season, from the summer moving into the fall seasons as far as retrogrades go. So your planetary, your astrological updates will be regular and at least one a month. And so be looking for those. There is a playlist that I created for them. So be checking there for your astrological updates and needs. Now, we're here today to speak about the Pluto retrograde. I do have articles on how each of these will be affecting your individual zodiac signs. So basically, we're going to go ahead and jump into these energies. Let's go ahead and call spirits before I do anything else. Let's go ahead and call spirits. Spirits of the ancestors, gods and goddesses, guardians and watchers, please be here to deliver a positive and accurate message for all 12 zodiac signs and anyone else who comes here seeking wisdom and knowledge of us this evening. All of the spirits that I call here and mean us the greatest and highest of good are welcome here. Please protect us from evil and negativity. Guide us toward love and light, healing, prosperity, abundance, and clarity. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. And thank you. All right, so Pluto is about to take us on a moonwalk through our deepest influence. And we'll wait. Let's timestamp that. We'll put that at 4:30. And this is our general aspects. All right, so Pluto is about to take us on a moonwalk through our deepest influence and most profound power issues. The retrograde begins on May 1st and will storm on until October 10th, giving us 5 months to review some of the subconscious work we've been doing this past year. That's your shadow work. Pluto is the most distant planet from Earth, so the effects of its backspin tend to impact us on a collective level. That being said, knowing how Pluto retrograde will affect each zodiac sign personally is integral, as this potent planet can help us venture into the deepest parts of our minds and hearts. Ooh, that rhymed. Okay, so tiny but mighty. The planet Pluto spends nearly half of the year retracting its step through the zodiac. So this retrograde is nothing to panic about, but it doesn't mean that it isn't powerful. At the planet as the planet that rules depth, alchemy, and all things subterranean in nature. Pluto's work in astrology takes place beneath the surface, meaning that its retrograde periods generally aren't outwardly disruptive to our daily lives, but the transit can still have a powerful effect on our reality, slowly shifting the foundations of our innermost psyches and societies at large until something emerges completely new. Pluto retrograde is working quietly in the background to revamp and rewire all that's going on above ground. Pluto recently entered Aquarius for the first time in more than 200 years, and it's been activating the critical first degree of this air sign since March 23rd, quietly ushering in a new era of transformation. And that, coupled with the fact that we're currently coming out of a Scorpio full moon, so this is a waning cycle coming off of a Scorpio energy, and the Scorpionic energy is represented by the Death card in the tarot deck, and does represent. I'm saging like a mug here, and does represent change. So we're going through a period, a large, massive period right now of change and transformation. Um, uh, so as Pluto retrograde finds the planet retracting its steps right back into Capricorn on June 11th, hovering over the sensitive cusp of the two signs. Pluto spent the past 15 years in Capricorn, and this retrograde cycle will ensure that we've truly learned our lessons in life. And these lessons are about to start excavating new parts of ourselves, start bringing the transformations that we've gone to into the light. So if you've been doing, basically what it's saying is, if you've been doing your work, you've gone through a period of hard lessons. A lot of us have, because these energies run in collective. They affect the collective pretty much in similar ways. Not all the same, but similar. And if you've been going through a period of hard lesson learning, uh, dark nights of the soul, shadow work, and self-improvement, now is the time where even if other people have not noticed, you are going to, it is going to begin to show. You're going to be able to tell outwardly, people are going to be able to tell outwardly that, or see signs of the changes that you've made and the lessons you have learned and the person that you have become. Okay? So, this is the first of two Pluto retrogrades that will oscillate over the edge of Aquarius and Capricorn before Pluto finally leaves the sign of Capricorn behind late in 2024. However, this backspin has its own unique flavor. Pluto will be in a tight square with north and south nodes of destiny. So that means it's going to be square to your north and south nodes, and will be affecting your path moving forward, or your universal path, your, what's the word I'm looking for, your life path, your journey, your destiny, where you're supposed to go and where you're supposed to end up and where you've been. So An aspect of that peaks on July 28th, but colors the entire transit. This catalyzes the collective experience of evolution, challenging us to push past fears and limitations, and a sense and add in a sense of individuality in a societal sense. So you'll start to realize that, you know what, I am different. My path and my journey is different than anyone else in society. That's an ongoing problem currently because of social media. People are looking at social media and comparing themselves in their life's journey and their life paths to others. And never should we do that. We are all individuals. While we function, feel, and are connected as a collective, we are all individuals. We're all here to be on different paths and different journeys, some together, some separately, depending on your soul contract. And we should not ever gauge ourselves or attempt to comply with or be just like anybody else and everybody else. That's why herd mentality is so dangerous, because then you have a large area or things in life that aren't getting covered. If everybody wants to be the boss and nobody wants to clean the bathroom, guess what? The bathroom never gets cleaned. And that can be just as bad. We need people to do everything and to be on different journeys in life. And so everything can function as like puzzle pieces. Without the pieces that are plain and have nothing on them, you can never connect the pieces of the puzzle that have a pattern and colors. If you see what I'm saying, all of those pieces are needed, whether they're colorful or whether they're bland. They're all a requirement to make the puzzle fit together. Okay. All right. So that's why we should always look at and consider our own paths and our own journeys in life, and never try to fit in and just run with the crowd. You are an individual. You are very different, and so is your experience journey in life here in this carnation. All right, in this 3D reality. So, Pluto will also continue harmonizing with Neptune throughout this retrograde, reminding us that we can trust our intuitive senses. Okay, so trust your intuition. Um, Pluto also makes other significant planetary connections throughout 2023, the backspin of which kicks off with an action-packed T-square involving Jupiter and Mars. This three-way cosmic squabble invigorates our drive, ambition, and toward abundance, and can cause us to go overboard in our quest for success. So don't work yourselves in the hole. Don't overwork yourselves. Don't work yourselves to death. I know that's easier said than done from somebody who has to force themselves to take days off. So I completely understand. But take a day off here or there so that you can get grounded and centered. And you have to have that balance, because all work and no play makes you aggravated as fuck. That's just okay. All right. So it's a battle, and without me saying that, even having said that, it's a battle to balance our trigger happy passions, visions of grandeur, and tactical master plans. In July, both Mercury and the Sun will face off with Pluto retrograde, revealing hidden information, prompting some potentially uncomfortable shadow side exploration. So that's a dark night of the soul. That's shadow work. That's reflecting on what's wrong with you on the inside and fixing those things. Okay. All right. But by the time we hit the final weeks of the retrograde in late September and October, these two planets will be harmonizing with Pluto, bringing solutions and clarity to the identity crisis and spilled secrets that stirred up drama in the previous months. Let's drive straight into the heart of it. Heart of it all. And get into what's okay. So now we're going into how it affects each zodiac sign. So the way that it works here at MissNJoy's Tarot. Hold on. Where's my thumbtack? Where I put my thumbtack? Here's a different thumbtack. It's not what I had, but we'll go with it. This wall is so hard. Okay. Okay, so All right, so the way that it works here in Miss and Joy's Tarot is if it is your birthday season, Taurus, happy birthday to you. You go first in all reads throughout your birthday season. And then the other 11 zodiac signs are shuffled in a random order. So it's not always, I'm itchy, I retwisted, I am itchy. My scalp is testing me out for pulling on it and I'm going through it. So bear with me as I tap and I lightly scratch. Um, in, um, all the other 11 zodiac signs are shuffled in a random order, so it is not always Aries first and Pisces last, okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your tarot messages and individual aspects of how this Pluto retrograde is going to affect your each individual zodiac signs. So, like I said, we have called spirit. We are ready. We're leading and clarifying with Light Seers Tarot, big and little. Big and little. So, let's go ahead and get into your energies. All right, so at 1631, we have Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check for my Taurians. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You recently entered a period of massive change when it comes to your career path and public image on the whole. Well, before you can truly build a lasting legacy through work, you need to know exactly what you stand for. This Pluto retrograde cycle asks you to dig deep into your personal belief system and dismantle any dogmas that could obscure your perspective or limit your potential. You've spent the past years readjusting your moral compass and reshaping the philosophies that you live by. And coming months bring yet another opportunity to clarify your core principles if you need to shift some paradigms in order to open up your worldview. Now is the time. So let's go ahead. So this is working in your area of religious aspects, personal beliefs, core values, and structure. So let's go ahead and get your tarot message for this Pluto retrograde energy and see what you guys got going on, my Taurians. Let's see what you guys got going on, my Taurians. And your cards, let's try again. That was a clump. I don't like it. I don't like it. Right. Okay, so the King of Cups is your overall energy. So this may be focusing on your area. Actually, it could be affecting your belief structure when it comes to love and or commitment. You have the Fool card, you have the Magician card, and you have the Ten of Swords. So whereas love may not have served you well in the past, and while in a way you kind of been manifesting it, there may be an energy of self-sabotage here. So whereas Pluto is having us to take those hard looks, I should say, at what we believe and how we move in certain areas, it may be an energy of wanting love, wanting to take that chance on love, but at the same time kind of sort of being worried or concerned being worried or concerned about how it's going to go and how that's going to play out for you. Try not to, I feel the need to, I don't know if it is a situation, but it's also an opportunity for some good advice. So, of course, I'm going to give it because that's what I give. Some readers are not advice givers. I am. And I've seen them judge those who are what who are. There are readers and there are spiritual advisors. And I am a spiritual advisor and tarot card reader, not the other way around. So, try not. I was just talking to someone about this morning, and it was a Taurus actually. Try not to manifest in the negative. What I mean is, if you go into a situation expecting the worst, that's probably what you're going to get, because that's the energy that you have manifested within a energy or a situation. If you get what I'm saying. So, if you want to take a chance on things, and this doesn't have to be love, this could be anything. This could depend. Knight of Cups is here. It could be something that you love, like a career or a hobby or a goal or like school or anything, or doing anything. This could be anything. Go into, take a chance and take a leap of faith, going into a situation wholeheartedly and jump freely. Don't take any baggage or luggage with you. Don't take any negative energies from the past. Just because something didn't go well, like the last job you had was horrible, the last relationship that you had was horrible, the last car that you had was a piece of crap, the last apartment you had was crappy. Don't take those energies with you. Don't go into the next job, apartment, relationship, with the existing idea that it's going to be crappy. Don't go into it looking for the negative. Don't go into it expecting bad things to happen. Don't go into it manifesting negativity into the situation. Go into it with your guard down. Go into it with a clean slate. Go into it with an open mind. Go into it with a clear heart, with a light heart. Don't take those past energies with you. Okay? Nobody wants to be paying for what happened to you the last time. Be it your lover, your boss, or your landlord. Okay? Okay. Or your car dealer. Let's say car there. All right, let's clarify the Ten of Swords, although I'm pretty sure. Right, King of Cups. Okay, so there's no need to even clarify. And then the Five of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So, right, even though something like was bad last time, don't take that energy with you into the next situation, and don't go into it expecting the worst. Go into it with positivity and all the love and light that you can throw at it. Okay? All right, Taurus, I love you. This may take shadow work. This may take shadow work, because as we move into situations that affected us negatively last time around, there may be things that trigger us to feel a certain kind of way as we go through. You may have trust issues, is what I'm saying. And as you go through, you might need to work on those things that trigger you. For instance, like I know one of my big triggers is, if you don't answer me, can you know what I mean? Returning calls, returning texts, responding in a certain period of time that's healthy and reasonable. I'll be heavily triggered, because I'm like, what are you doing? That you can't answer me or you can't respond to me if you didn't, check in and checking in. To say, baby, I'm gonna take a nap, I'm going to sleep. And I don't hear from you, and I'm like, you just gonna disappear for 15 hours with no explanation. That's gonna trigger me, because I've been through some stuff. So that innately takes shadow work for me to talk myself down and be like, okay, maybe this person is asleep, maybe this person got busy, maybe that. You see what I'm saying? So that takes shadow work, because at the end of the day, those are your issues and not the issues of the person that you're dealing with. So you may have to look at those things. I missed my cheek. You may have to look at those things differently and have a different outlook or perspective, or you may have to it may take some extra work for you to actually consider those things, or maintain positivity throughout certain situations. Okay? But that's your work to do. Always remember that no one is responsible for your individual happiness or your emotional or mental well-being. Those things are your responsibility alone. All right? It's not anybody else's job to make you happy or make sure that you are in a mentally healthy place. That's your shit to deal with. So deal with your shit. Love you. Bye, Taurus. Good luck. You got this. All right. So up next at 24:54, we have Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde energy update and check. You are ready to start bulldozing your limiting beliefs and broadening your horizons in a big way. Gemini, and during the first month of Pluto retrograde, this kind of mental and spiritual growth is on your mind. But over the 4 months that follow, you will find yourself on a more emotional and introspective journey. Are you standing your ground and setting strong boundaries and protecting your energy? What invisible forces might be holding you back from embracing your expansion? Now is the time to dissect any of the hidden fears or below the surface that shame you, and or below the surface shame that may be weighing you down. Untangle the knots and free yourself of these burdens so you can spread your wings and fly. All right. All right, set those boundaries. Get in your power, stand in your power, protect yourself. Your insecurities basically may hold you back. So there's where you may need to do some shadow work. Insecurities and shame. A lot of those things can hold you back and stop you from being who you need to be and achieving what you need to achieve, okay? All right, let's get your tarot cards and see what's going on for you here. I love you. I love you, little one. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. The overall energy is the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have the Three of Cups. So let's clarify Six of Pentacles. Let's clarify your Six of Cups here. Let's clarify your Six of Cups. Let's clarify your Six of Cups. So you may need to, I'm getting channel messages. I like it. You may need to put the way, right, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Justice card. So there may be something that you've been dealing with for a long period of time. The Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess card. The Sun card, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so there may be a situation or things in your energy, like the article says, the Nine of Wands, the Fool card, and the Page of Wands, and the Five of Cups, that has been holding you back, exactly like the article said. It's things or energies that you've been dealing with for a long period of time. And then the Six of Cups again. Okay. That you're not speaking on or not telling anybody. For instance, this could be a relationship where you're hiding some negative aspects or abusive aspects of it. This could be self-esteem issues. This could be depression. This could be some mental issue that you've been dealing with for a long period of time, and that you need to embrace and come to terms with, and basically find a way to foster growth within the situation. Whether it's improving on its own. I love you. Give me two of those. Give me two of those. What? Give me two of those. Thank you. What'd you do? Wait. You want it off? Take it off. Here. So these are some things that you may need to come to terms with, especially if it's a self-esteem issue or something that you're unpleased or unsatisfied with, whether it's within yourself, whether it's within a situation, a connection, a job, a living situation. There's something here that you're unsatisfied with, and it needs to be dealt with in whatever way that you need to deal with it, whether it's a relationship that you may need to get out of or set healthy boundaries within, whether it's self-esteem, whether it's your goals, whether it's your life situation, whatever this is for you. Okay? You need to find a way to move forward. You need to nip it in the bud so that you can move forward. And whatever it is, you need to realize the truth about a situation, that it's keeping you from what you deserve, and it's keeping you stuck in the past. The Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, the Justice card, which is what you deserve, and then the Six of Cups, which is speaking about the past again. So you need to realize the truth about a situation that's holding you and keeping you back from what you deserve and keeping you stuck in past energies. So whatever this is, whether it's internal or whether it's external, there's something, whether it's an attachment. Some of us have, and longevity is not a bad thing if it's a healthy thing. Being stuck in a toxic relationship or a toxic job or a bad neighborhood, whatever, for a long period of time it's keeping you from moving forward. You may be afraid to move to the other side of town. You may be afraid to try to find someone new who treats you in the way that you deserve. You may be afraid to find a job that isn't horribly toxic and stressful and you hate. You because you may be afraid that you may not find one that pays you enough, or that you know what I mean? So it's time. It's time to free yourself from whatever's keeping you in the past and away from and what you deserve, or hindering you from receiving what it is that you deserve in life. All right, Gemini, do that shadow work. Work on that fear. Set those boundaries. Make those moves. Do whatever you got to do to get out of the ruts that is keeping you in an energy that you don't deserve to be in, and away from what it is that you do deserve in life. Okay? All right. I love you and good luck. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right. Up next at 3158, we have Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is, seems like we're going in order. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check for 2023. Building a deep level of openness and trust in a relationship is a huge deal for you, Cancer, as your water sign spirit craves emotional closeness and connection. However, that kind of vulnerability requires a rock-solid container in order to be embraced safely, and this retrograde is all about enforcing that for yourself. Spend the upcoming months reevaluating the power dynamics in your partnerships and making adjustments where necessary. Do you need to set more boundaries or be more forgiving instead of burying feelings of dissatisfaction or jealousy? Push yourself to negotiate them and clear the air. This kind of honesty will pave the way for less resentment, more intimacy, and much stronger bonds overall. So forgiveness, Cancer, forgiveness in healing is for you. Now, please keep in mind, I have a whole TikTok about it, that you do have to forgive people. You have to forgive others, and you have to forgive yourself for what it is that you're going through and have gone through and experienced. But that forgiveness, for the most part, is for you, so that you don't move forward with a heavy heart. Also, and so that you can love freely and be in an energy to start over and try again, and it doesn't harden your heart. Now, while that being said, while you must forgive people, you do not have to continue to allow people into your energy that have hurt you. We said forgive. We didn't say forget, and we damn sure did not say be stupid. Okay? All right. Because fool me once, shame on you, and fool me twice, shame on me, and then you can't get fooled again, like George Bush said. So, basically, Cancer, you must forgive that person. Just let it go, baby. You're having trouble holding grudges and shit. That don't help you. And then you carry that luggage into the next relationship and throw it on to the next person, and that doesn't help you, because that person didn't do what the last person did. But if you continue to treat them like crap, they might, and then you wonder why, because you manifested the behavior from the past by not letting it go. If you stay in that energy, then you're in that energy, and you're going to call in the very same thing that you just got out of. You get what I'm saying? Healing and forgiveness also helps you to ascend and level up. All right? All right, so that being said, Cancer, let's get your tarot message. Let's get your tarot message. And remember, you got to forgive them, but you do not have to continue to fuck with them. Okay? Okay, let's move forward. Let's get your tarot message, Cancer, and see what other message the universe has for you during this Pluto retrograde period. All right, so... Right, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Devil cards, and the Page of Cups is the overall energy for you. So toxicity and holding on to the past is what's keeping you from moving forward and finding new and healthy love. Like I said, unload your luggage bag, lady. You gon' miss your bus. You can't hurry up, 'cause you got too much stuff. When they see you coming, people take off running from you. Oh, it's true. Oh, yes, they do. Okay? So basically what's that saying is nobody's going to want to deal with you if you're walking around like what you've been through. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're carrying around the attitude of hurt, pain, and anger, then that puts off an energy that's not approachable. And then when you do find somebody that'll be willing to deal with you and get in that situation, you're treating them the way the person that hurt you deserved to be treated, and nobody wants that. And that's what is keeping you, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Devil card. That level of toxicity is keeping you in this energy. Sitting there regretful, left out in the cold, outside of the door, lonely, and by your damn self, because you're not letting go of the past, you're not healing from those things, you're not forgiving, and you're not moving forward. Okay? All right, so let's do that, Cancer, okay? I love you. Work on that. If you want new love, you have to come into it with a new energy. All right? I love you guys. Bye. I like that. That was easy peasy. Simple. All right. Sagittarius at 3727. 3727. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated. This is your your Pluto energy checkup and update for Pluto retrograde checkup and update for 2023. You're beginning to understand just how much weight your words can carry, Sagittarius, because y'all, woo, boy, y'all mouth, y'all some razor. It's a real tongue, boy. Saggy, y'all be cutting some people up, down, and sideways, just slicing and dicing verbally. There's no stop sign between your brain and your mouth. Just pops in your head and pops out your mouth with no consideration toward others sometimes, and it's a little hurtful. I deal with like several of y'all. That's a lot of Saggies in my world. Okay? All right, so you're beginning to understand just how much weight your words can carry, and honoring your true voice is becoming a more important endeavor than ever. But before you bare your soul by broadcasting your most existential thoughts to the people around you, this retrograde wants you to ensure you're comfortable standing tall in that truth. Do your personal values align with those of society? If not, are you willing to march to the beat of your own drum in the name of your self-worth? Use the coming months to reevaluate what's actually meaningful to you and what's just fluff. Now's your chance to stop wasting precious resources on things that don't matter. In other words, don't mind it if it don't matter. And if you don't mind, then it don't matter. Okay? All right, Saggy, let's get so watch your mouth, is what it's saying. Watch your mouth. And make sure that you're willing to stand on your words. And maybe everything doesn't, when it talks about something that doesn't matter, maybe You shouldn't speak on every damn thing. Some things don't require you to say a damn word. Sometimes it's best to just move forward and not say shh. Just think about it. Just stop. Just learn to train your brain to stop. Think about what just popped into your head. Or think about what just happened over there or what that person just said. And say to yourself, you know what? Do I really care about that? Do I really care about what just happened? Do I really care about what that person thinks? Do I really care about what that person's saying? And if not, just, you know what? Just shrug that shit off and brush your shoulders off. Put on your duck feather coat, because you know ducks have that oily coating wax on their feathers so that they can dive underwater and come up and shake it off and not get wet. Just let that shit roll off like duck feathers. Maybe sometimes just don't say, because everything doesn't require your response. Is it important? If it don't matter, then don't mind that shit. Okay? Let's get your tarot message. Okay? If it don't matter, don't mind that shit. The Devil card, the Knight of Swords. Watch your mouth. And the Fool card, exactly. So the Hangman talks about change, transformation, and knowing that you need to do things differently than you did in the past. They had said that the Hangman is hanging here looking for and searching for enlightenment. Okay? So basically, it's enlightening. It's a step up. It's a level up energetically. It's a raise in vibration for you to get to the point where you process your thoughts before you just let them fly. All right? And to also take the time to process and think about what goes on around you, what you see happening, what people say to you and to other people and about other people, what people do, how they move, all that. You have evaluate. Is it worth your time to even speak on? Is it worth your energy to even say something? Is it worth getting involved? If it's because sometimes you can say something. It's happened to me several times. So I learned lesson. Sometimes I just don't say nothing. I've heard things sometimes, or people have said stuff to me, and I chose not to speak on it because the last time I said something about it, I was wrong, and I got attacked for some shit that wasn't even. What you mean? I didn't even say it. I just made a comment, and here I am being labeled a bad person when the person that actually said some shit got off scot-free. So a lot of times we can get ourselves caught up and entangled in situations that we really didn't even have to be in if we really had just kept it moving. So if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't concern you, it's not about you, it doesn't affect you, or you don't give a fuck how it affects you, and it doesn't bother you, and it doesn't concern you, then just leave it alone. Just don't say nothing. Just move forward. Just the Knight of Swords is about communication, and you don't have to. You don't. Just, if it don't matter, then don't mind that shit. Love you, Saggy. Bye. All right. Up next, we have Cappy at 4357. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. Capricorn. Pluto this is your Pluto update, Pluto retrograde update and energy check. And message, Pluto just left your sign for the first time in nearly 15 years, Capricorn. But this powerful planet isn't done with you quite yet. Your long-term cosmic transformation continues during the upcoming retrograde, as Pluto will backspin into your first house of self and ask you to keep chipping away at the parts of your identity that you might be afraid of growing out of. Reflect on the person you evolved into and focus on reworking any inauthentic aspects of your exterior personality. It can be scary to bear your true self, but that kind of courage and strength is requisite for your growth. Push yourself to continue with this metamorphosis. All right, let's get your tarot message. Keep working on yourself, Cappy. Nothing else to say to y'all, because you know y'all one of my favorites. Shh, don't tell nobody. But y'all one of my favorite zodiac signs. Okay. I love me some Cappies. I love me some Cappies. I don't know why. And I've dealt with one Capricorn somewhat romantically. He was like a sneaky link for years. And I at a point would have liked to have a relationship with him, but his karma is just fucked all to hell, and I want none of that. So basically, every Capricorn that I've run across has been solid. Y'all are solid. Y'all are solid. Y'all don't like bullshit. Y'all keep it low. I've never said anything to a Capricorn that they've repeated to anyone else. Capricorns are solid. I love y'all to pieces. I have my daughter-in-law, my she's not my youngest grandbaby anymore. My youngest, no, she's not even my youngest granddaughter anymore, because I have Lord, I forgot my baby's name. I have Kalani. So Talani. So Egypt's mom is a Capricorn. My granddaughter, whose birthday's coming up. And the minute that I was worried when my son said someone was pregnant, I was like, oh God, well, who now? And because this was his 5th child. And I was like, God, what? But when he said that, when I found out that her mom was a Capricorn, I said, oh, okay. Because I knew that my grandbaby was going to be taken care of and that she was good. Because Cappies are solid. They don't play about their money. They don't play about their business. And so I love her to pieces. And I don't think she really even knows or aware. Or there's been so much drama with my son. I just don't even think she's aware anymore of how I feel about her. But I really feel that's my girl. I think she's solid. I think she's really solid. So that being said, I just talked to her earlier, and I just really respect her a lot. I worry about her because I think I know my son better than her. But she's solid, and I think she might actually keep him solid. So that being said, Capricorn, the overall energy for you is the Queen of Cups. So that's the part of you guys that you try to keep inside. The Queen of Cups energy. Because that's a loving, caring energy. And Capricorns are like a pecan. Pecans have a really hard outer shell, but it's one of the most tender nuts, and they're good. Pecans are good. And it's one of the most tender nut when you get inside of it. Do you know? You get what I'm saying? The Five of Swords, the Emperor card, and the King of Pentacles. Y'all don't like bullshit. You don't like drama, and you don't like anybody to see that tenderness inside of you. You don't like for people to know that, for instance, if you want the world to see you as strong and powerful, and that's all you want them to know, that I am strong, I am powerful. See my outer shell? You can't crack me. That's how Capricorns move. And so whatever you do, though, you do it on the low. Y'all aren't people that like or allow a lot of people into your life and into your business. You aren't people that you don't broadcast what you're doing to the world. You may be going to school, you may be getting therapy, you may be working on yourself, but the world isn't going to see that. The world is going to see somebody who's already solid, and you're going to stand on that shit. Period. So even though inside y'all are tender and one of the most sweetest, juiciest little nuts that y'all can be. I don't know if that was appropriate to put it that way, but you get what I'm saying. So Capricorn, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Pluto has been in your sign for 15 years. It left you alone for a little while, but it's going to be coming back shortly to still pick at you a little bit and make you work on those last little things that you need to work on to refine yourself. And at the end of each journey, you're going to continue to be great, because Cappies are hardworking, Cappies are solid, Cappies are great. So y'all are going to stick to the plan and stay on course no matter what. Y'all keep a job, y'all keep a home, y'all keep it popping. And you're not going to sway from any of that, and you're going to continue to find ways to make you better and make life better and improve yourself and the lives of those you love and those around you as a whole. Even if it's getting to the point, I've seen Cappies be damn near broken down, but still get up every morning and make it happen. All right, so I love y'all, Cappy. Keep doing your shadow work. Be kind to yourselves. Take time for yourself and love yourself. Give yourself a little bit of that love and attention that you give to other people on the low. Okay? All right. I love you, Cappies. Bye. Up next, my rising sign, Leo at 5054. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check. My Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me get to you. Scrolling. Pluto is beginning to shift the foundations of your relationships, prompting a deep reassessment of what you want to commit yourself to. But this retrograde is a reminder that loving yourself first is a key to being fully able to show up for somebody else. It is hard to devote yourself to a partnership, whether it's romantic or platonic or professional, unless you're taking care of your own responsibilities and prioritizing your own wellness. Self-love is in the details, so spend the coming months reassessing the little things that need upkeep in your day-to-day life. Stacking some seemingly small habits can lead to momentous changes in relationships and beyond. So make sure yours are aligned with your true goals, okay? All right. So basically the message there is work on yourself, focus on yourself, love yourself first, because so many people are trying so very hard to look for the right person, but not enough people are focused on themselves or being the right person. And being the right person requires you to be your best you. That requires self-love and self-care and self-worth and knowing what you want and being true to yourself. Because if you're not 100% true to yourself going into connections or relationships, you're not presenting the real you. And then people fall in love with the facade of who you are pretending to be, and that's not you. So then you find yourself not happy because you have someone that's in love with who they think you are, not who you actually are. Do you get what I'm saying? If they don't know the real you, then they cannot truly love you, because they're loving somebody else. They're loving that mask. They're not loving you. And you can't, if they don't know, if you're not free to be who you are or function in your truth, then you can't actually love a person the way they need and deserve to be loved either, because you're not showing up for yourself. So how can you show up for someone else? Let's get your tarot message. I got you. Right. And the Three of Wands. So the other thing that happens when you're not being true to yourself and you're not putting yourself first is that you cannot accurately align with your destiny and your purpose. So you may be sitting around, you got the Three of Pentacles, which talks about being at the top of your game, being your best you, being your best self when it comes to talking about self-love and self-worth. And then the Knight of Wands, and then the Star card. So this is like trying to be your best self and your best you and find your path and adhere to and align with your destiny. But in order to do so, you have to be true to yourself. You have to be who you truly are. For instance, if you love music, and you, let's use this because a lot of men have this issue. So some of my masculines may resonate with this more than my feminines, but you get this point. Say you're a man or a masculine and you love dance. You love dance, you love ballet, and you deep down inside have always had this resonance with ballet and wanted to be a ballet dancer. But of course, if you come out and say you're a ballet dancer, you feel like the world around you might think something that you're not. Mikhail Baryshnikov is one of the best ballet dancers, and quite honestly, he's been promiscuous. He's been with a lot of women. He is in no shape, form, or fashion gay or feminine. He's just good and light on his feet. Okay? And basically, there are several. Gregory Hines, God rest his soul. There are a lot of football players that take dance so that they can get light on their feet and jump over other, like the group big pile up you have on the field. They'll spring over, spring around, jump into the end zone, be light on their feet, and move swiftly. Okay? So there's a lot of reason that men, Patrick Swayze was in no shape, form, or fashion feminine or gay, and was indeed an excellent dancer and ballet dancer, all kinds of dance he mastered because his mom was actually a dancing instructor. His mom was a dancing instructor and teacher that also taught Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad. They hail from Houston, so I know that story. So say you're a man and you want to be a ballet dancer, but you're too ashamed to come out and be who you truly are and announce to the world that I want to put on some ballet slippers and get it popping. That's going to hold you up from what actually may be your path and your destiny. Fear of being your true self, fear of being true to yourself, fear of being who you actually are. You can't do anything from behind a mask. You can't love properly. You can't find your calling, your path. You have to be true to yourself to be true to your destiny and your callings and your path. Your true self, you can only live your true life as your true self. You can only find true love. You can only find your true destiny. You can only find your true calling if you are being 100% about who and what you are on the inside. So as I said, there are all kinds of people running around trying to look for the right person, but they're not trying to be the right person. They're trying to look for true love, but they're not being true to themselves. They're trying to find their path, their destiny, their true calling, or their true purpose, but they're not being true to who they are. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to play the flute, play the flute. If you want to play the drums and you're a girl, play the drums and be a girl. Do what you put on that dress, do your makeup and get it popping. Okay? Don't ever be ashamed if you have a daughter who's beautifully, fully Aubrey's mom. She's beautifully feminine and wonderful, and she loves to get girly and dressed and pretty, and she doesn't even like girls. She is strictly, and she has a beautiful girl to show for it. Her body is amazing. She is awesome, but she played football in elementary school and junior high school because she just liked to hit. She loves the game. She loved the aggression, and she loved to play hard. She still loves to play hard. Still, okay? So basically, we were talking about her getting a job as a bail bondsman and a bounty hunter, because one requires the other. Sometimes speak it, a little devil, and say hi. And so basically, I was like, how would you feel about it? She was like, oh, I would love that. She said, I'd love to chase a bitch down and tackle him and take him down and cuff him. I was like, see? That type of energy. So be true to yourself, because you cannot answer your true calling or have true love if you're not true to yourself. I love you, Leo. Bye. Put you first. Do you. Do you, boo? All right, so Virgo. Virgo at 59:29. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check for my Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pluto has just begun igniting a deep and revitalizing desire to get your life in order and be of greater service to the world around you. But as this retrograde starts rolling, you'll realize there's still a deep hunger to satiate in the realm of your passions. It's time to relight your inner fire and ensure it stays ablaze, whether that's by revisiting a torrid romance or inspiring a hobby that may still spark something special in you. All work and no play will make anyone feel dull, even a responsible earth sign like yourself, and pleasure is always a worthwhile pursuit. Focus on reconnecting with your authentic self and self-expression and simple joys. You need to keep stimulating your creative juices in order to keep momentum high for all of your other endeavors. So, once again, an energy of doing what you love, staying true to yourself, and putting your needs first, because you must put yourself first in order to show up for anyone else. You have to be, it's like I've given this scenario before. When you get on a plane and you're about to take off, the stewardesses or the flight attendants, excuse me, come out and they give the speech about safety, and they say in case the cabin should begin to lose air pressure, and in this instance, an oxygen mask will fall from the overhead compartment. And at this point, you must first put your mask on to ensure that you're good and you're breathing well, and then turn to help children, elderly, or sick people who may need your help. Because if you're struggling to breathe, then you can't be of decent service to anybody else that needs help. So put your oxygen mask on first, Virgo. Let's get your tarot message. Put your oxygen mask on first, Virgo. Tend to your needs first, be they frivolous, tiny, or small. Whether it's the need to get some or the need to get a pedicure, do what you got to do for you. Okay? All right. The Fool card, rest and relaxation is nothing to be ashamed of. The Fool card, the Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant card. So don't let anything take you away from what is meant for you. The Two of Cups is the overall energy. So people will say things to you. This is that message. I know a Virgo who needs this message. People will say things to you like, you shouldn't be focused on love. You shouldn't be worried about a relationship. You got kids. You have a job. You have things to do. No, love is important. Amel, I'm going to put that in the, well, no, this is a retrograde. Amel LaRue, singer. If you remember the group Groove Theory, she's the lead singer from Groove Theory. Pretty Creole, beautiful hair. She did solo projects after that, and one of her songs is Weary. And in the song she says, whoever said love is overrated must not be getting none. My independent days have had their fun, but when the party's over and the working day is done, I just want to come home to someone. Okay, everybody needs that. Everybody wants that. She says, I want someone to lift me, heal my wounds, and give me kisses on my head. Say words that should be said. It's that type of energy. Everyone needs, it's a need. It is on in psychology. It is on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right up there with food and sleep and clothing. Everyone needs love. Everyone needs a relationship. Everyone needs to give them kisses on their head and say words that should be said. And everyone needs a little oochie coochie, la la la. Sometimes it's a need. It's a need. It is a need. So do not allow people to belittle that need. If you need to find love, if you need to seek a relationship, if you need to get you some, then get it. Don't listen to people telling you what you don't need. I love you, Virgo. You put you first. Love you. Bye. You don't need a man. You don't need your nails done. You don't need anything else to do. Do what you need. You know what you need. Never let anybody tell you what you need and don't need. Love you. Bye. All right. Up next, we got Libra at 105:06. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check. Libra, you're ready to start opening your heart to more passion and pleasure. But in order to be a vessel for inspiration and magic, you need a rock-solid foundation on which to pursue your deepest desires. Your safety net has totally transformed over the past years. And while it can be scary to navigate that feeling of insecurity, it's made you stronger than you ever thought possible. But now is the time to wrap up this heavy journey and create more space for lightheartedness and love. Make peace with the grudges you hold, the memories that still haunt you, and the emotional floorboards that need fixing in order to find your footing. Heal from the past so that you can move forward in a positive light and find love moving forward. Heal from the past so that you can move forward and have success in love. Heal from the past. Heal and heal and heal and heal and heal. Let's get your tarot message. Let go of grudges. Let go of memories. Let go of emotional baggage. Put your baggage down. Pack lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Anshul, how you doing? I bet you're about to ask. Okay, the Chariot card, the Empress card, and the Four of Swords. Move forward, start fresh, and find peace. Seven of Cups. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice to decide to let go of the past and to heal and to move forward. So let's do so. Let go of the past, heal, and move forward. Okay? All right, simple message. Start over, start fresh, let it go. Just wake up in the morning and say, you know what? Today is a new day. I'm going to live for today, and I'm going to live for tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about the past. All right? I love you, Libra. You got this. Heal, 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 and heal. All right. Up next at 107:46, we have Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check. Pisces, Pluto is priming you to dive into the deepest cavern of your subconscious. It'll be much easier to embark on this solitary inward journey when you know that you're being supported by an outside community, especially when you're too wrapped up in your own third eye to see them. Throughout this retrograde, you'll be challenged to step back from the cocoon of your personal perspective and reevaluate your existence from a more objective viewpoint. You're part of a greater social and spiritual ecosystem, and it's important to maintain a strong connection with that as you traverse the far corners of your psyche. Don't lose sight of your place within the collective, okay? Remember that you have family and friends in the collective that is there for you and willing to help you. You do not have to go it alone. You do not have to do everything alone. I know sometimes we may feel that way, but we do not have to. You are surrounded by people who love you and care. All right? And it is okay Because everybody needs somebody sometimes. People who need people are the luckiest people. Yes. When someone, that very special okay, stop. I had a Barbara Streisand moment. Leave me alone. The overall energy is the Ace of Wands. Self-work. That can talk about doing everything by yourself. Thinking that you have to do everything by yourself when at the end of the day, you do not. The Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Judgment card. And you're not meant to. So this may be a time of needing to reevaluate your life's purpose and your journey. And figure out if maybe there's supposed to be some other people on that journey and helping you with that life purpose. Maybe you've cast too many people aside or left too many people out in the cold. And these may be actually people that you need to get somewhere. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, maybe look back across the bridge and see who's still there. Because they may have been meant to come with you. Sometimes people aren't meant to be with you on your journey, and other times you can't make your journey without certain people. I love you, Pisces. You don't have to do it alone. See who's on your side. See who's still standing on your bridge. Okay? Before you burn it. Love you. Bye. All right, at 1:10:50, we have Scorpio. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That would be greatly appreciated. This is your Pluto retrograde energy check. Yeah, I'm going the right way. An update for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Scorpio, if I can get to you, with the magic of your cosmic co-ruler Pluto on your side, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. Okay, you're beginning to uncover the strength to heal your inner child and reshape your foundations. But in order to do this deep inner work, Scorpio, you need to make sure your truth echoes through every room you walk into, vibrating your true voice into the ether, loud and clear. Pluto retrograde will find you revisiting challenging conversations and situations where you may not have expressed yourself in the most authentic fashion. Now is an opportunity to get even more comfortable speaking your mind and stating your ideas. Remember your words and presence carry so much power. So, throat chakra energy. Speak your truth. Speak it loud. Speak it proud. Say what you have to say. That's the only way that you're going to get the respect and attention and the things that you deserve. A closed mouth don't get fed, baby. The Six of Coins. And as your overall energy, the Nine of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Stand on what you want in order to get what you need to be the best you. State what you want. State your desires. Let people know what you think. Let people know how you feel. Say what you want in order to get what you need. Period. Point blank. Say what you want in order to get what you need. All right? All right? All right, Scorpio. I love you. Simple. Very simple. Don't be afraid to speak up and speak out. Do not be afraid to speak up and speak out. Closed mouth don't get fed. All right? All right. So in 1:13:33, 1:13:33, 333 synchronicity for my Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That will be greatly appreciated, my Aries. This is, this is your Pluto update, retrograde update, and energy check 2023. Immersing yourself in an aligned visionary community is slowly becoming a bigger focus in your life. In other words, you're searching or you're finding your soul tribe and who you're supposed to be with and be aligned with in your life and in your community. You're finding your tribe. All right. But if you want to build a stronger support system around your hopes and dreams, it's important that you know exactly what message you'd like to project into the world. This retrograde wants you to get in touch with your inner authority and start embracing your leadership qualities in an even more authentic way. It is outward confidence. Is your outward confidence masking a chronic imposter syndrome, or do you truly believe in your power? By drilling down into your innermost insecurities, you'll gain the insight you need to rise to the top. Some of you might be hiding your inner strength, but I am all powerful, and I'm good. I'm good. I know I'm all powerful. I know I'm strong. So follow suit, Aries. You are powerful and you are strong. So let's get it popping. All right. Realize your potential. Realize your strength, and embrace it. Be your best you, and know that you are the best you. You the best, Aries. You the best. Okay. Not number one in the zodiac for no reason. Let's go. You better know it. All right, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the overall energy for you, Aries, and we have the 6 of Wands, success, celebration. The 7 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, which is new opportunities, success, and celebration. Same thing. So basically, Aries, don't let anything steal that energy from you. Don't let anybody steal that energy from you. Love yourself and love others. Find others that love you and love them back. Find others. Surround yourself with people that love you and celebrate you. Love and celebrate yourself. You can be. You are successful. You are powerful. You are all that. So don't let anything, internal or external, self or other people, take that energy away from you. You the shit, Aries. You better know it. You the shit, Aries, and you better know it. You the shit, Aries, and you better know it. Okay? I love you. Stand in your power. You are all powerful. We are all powerful. All of the other zodiac signs are born of Aries. That means we embody every single characteristic that those zodiac signs have. We are the alpha. We are the alpha zodiac sign, and that is so important to know. All right? Embrace that energy. I love you, Aries. Bye. Aquarius at 117:32. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. That is greatly appreciated. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Stop. Dang, I'm just at Leo, all that scrolling. Capricorn, Aquarius, here we go. And so in March, Aquarius, this is your Pluto retrograde update and energy check. So in March, Aquarius, Pluto entered your sign for the very first time in 200 years. Okay? So catalyzing a total identity shift that will take 2 decades to fully unfold. But this retrograde is a reminder that you still got internal work to do. You got shadow work to do before you can make like the phoenix and emerge from the ashes of your past. Reconnect with the natural sense of your intuition that you've been holding hostage during recent years, and listen to the beat of your inner self rather than being swept up by the tides of the outside world. Don't be afraid to face the darkness and explore the shadows. So you'll be going through like a period of heavy shadow work and a dark night of the soul type of energy. Don't be afraid to face the darkness and explore the shadows. Once you face these hidden fears and inner insecurities head on, they'll begin to lose some of their power. So once you conquer those things, then you will begin to get stronger. Period. Once you conquer some of those inner issues, you will indeed begin to get stronger. Okay? Okay. Alrighty, let's get your tarot message. Right, right, right. And the Six of Pentacles is the overall energy. So you need to get balanced and you need to get grounded. You have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So basically, Aquarius, you need to realize and accept and embrace the truth about the things that you've been holding on to and the things that have been holding you hostage. Oh, I'm having a hot flash. And to help you get into a stable and grounded energy. And it's going to be a slow process. So you're kind of going to be going through a period of heavy shadow work, like I said, and a dark night of the soul so that you can... Oh, I got shiny quick. And a dark night of the soul so that you can become the best you and a better self, and so that you can get into a grounded, stable, and abundant energy. So those things that have been holding you down and holding you back, that you may have been kind of in denial about or refusing to see, those are things that you need to be bringing to the forefront and focusing on so that you can be better, do better, and live better. All right? And quit worrying about what other people think and say about you. Do what you have to do for you. To hell with what everyone else says you should be, who you should be, or what you should be doing. Live for you. That seems to be one of the overall energies that resonated through everybody's read tonight. To put themselves first and to focus on themselves as a whole. So that we all can be our best selves, okay? All right. I love you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for this. The next astrological update that I'll be doing for you guys will be the middle of June, the third week in June, actually after the weekend of Juneteenth, when Saturn goes into retrograde. So we'll be talking about that then. So I'll see you guys for that astrological update. There'll pretty much be one every month moving toward the end of the year, because we got a lot going on planetarily throughout this retrograde season, which pretty much will be happening through the fall. We've got most of the planets going into a retrograde at some point, moving through the fall and winter months. The late summer, fall, and winter months. Okay. All right. I love you guys, and for those of you who are watching live, as always, Ask MissNJoy is up next. As soon as I stop melting, it's 11:11 on the time clock, y'all. Good night.